What's up, parents? I'm excited to let you know about this new series we have coming at Elevate called God, Guys, and Girls. During this, we're going to tackle the subject of relationships and dating and sex and sexuality and pornography and sexual temptation and all the other influences that are hitting our kids from every direction. We're going to look at that from a biblical perspective. But what I'm even more excited about actually is we have a parenting class that's going to be happening simultaneously with the series for the students. And my wife and I are going to be teaching this, and we believe this is going to be super helpful, super valuable for you. See, over the years as a youth pastor, I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of parents who struggle with this topic of how do I talk to my kids about sex and dating and all the different things that go with that. Many of them are nervous and stressed about it. Many of them didn't have good models to follow. And maybe you're like the many parents that we've talked to over the years, and you could use some help. And so we're not experts, and we're definitely not parenting experts, but after 18 years of full-time youth ministry, we've talked to hundreds and hundreds of parents, and we believe we've gained a little bit of insight. We've talked to experts, people who are experts on this topic, and we think we've got something that's going to add a lot of value to you. So it's not perfect, but I think it's going to be super, super helpful for you. Here's a quick overview of what we're going to talk about during this parenting class over the next 4 weeks. Week 1 is going to be the lay of the land, and we're going to talk about what's the current culture with teen dating and sex and sexuality. Week 2 is pornography and parent controls. We're going to talk about, I believe, one of the biggest drugs that's affecting this generation and how you as a parent can do something about that to help your kids. Week 3, the topic is biblical sex, and we're talking about what if we move beyond abstinence and into a more holistic approach to handling dating, sex, and sexuality God's way. Week 5, the subject is the talk that needs more talking. We're going to talk about how do we nurture healthy, ongoing conversation in our families around sexual integrity. Simultaneously, while we're talking to you parents about that, we're going to be talking to your students about similar topics. Week 1 for the students is about relationships, and the big idea there is going to be, unless I'm wholeheartedly pursuing a relationship with Christ, all other relationships will be a hopeless attempt to fill that void. Week 2 with the students, we're talking about love versus lust. The big idea there is that lust is selfish, but love is selfless. Week 3 with the students, we're talking about sex, and the big idea here is that sex is a big deal to God, and handling sex God's way should be a big deal to us. And then week 4, we're talking about dating, and again, the big idea there is unless I'm wholeheartedly pursuing a relationship with Christ, all other relationships will be a hopeless attempt to fill that void. Yes, same big idea as week 1, but hitting at it from a different angle. We think this series is going to be super helpful for you as well as your teens and preteens. If you'd like some more insight into this series, either from the student side or the parent side, check out the email that we sent you about a week ago that gives all the details. Now that's what we have to offer you. We think it's going to be really, really good. I've got 3 things I'd like to ask of you. Number 1, will you make it a priority to be there? We really, really think you'll be glad that you did. Number 2, will you make it a priority to get your students there? We are convinced that this is going to be super valuable for your students as they navigate this crazy, over-sexualized world that we live in. And number 3, will you invite friends? We think that this material in this class is going to be super helpful, not just for you, but for any parents that you know of teens or preteens. And check this out, even if they don't follow Christ, we think this will still be super helpful for them. So would you invite some friends, maybe even share this video with them? We think they'll love it, and their teenagers will love it. So join us for Adolescence, Sexuality, and Parenting, 6 to 8 p.m. on Sunday nights at Summit Church, April 23rd to May 21st. We're here to partner with you. We're here to serve your families, and I hope that we'll be able to do that really well this month as we tackle these challenging topics. Have a great day, and we'll see you Sunday.